Let the broadcast begin.
I've been looking forward to this.
Yes, I hope you've been looking forward to this. Here we are. Hello, I'm Jamie, and I don't actually need to wear glasses usually, but as some of you know, this is a delayed stream because I went on a little vacation. Technically, still am on vacation. Look at the shirt. And I went to the coast, the Oaxaca coast in Mexico. I'm back in Mexico City now, and forgot the fact that I am a pasty Englishman and got pretty sunburned. So I thought I'd hide me panda eyes by putting on these. I feel a bit like Pedro Pascal. He's been rocking the lenses, hasn't he? I noticed in some of the Mandalorian promotional tour content. Anyway, welcome. I hope you're all doing great. Thank you for joining me. Apologies for the later stream. Actually, that's going to happen next week too. Next week's stream will be on Friday, not the usual Thursday, because I can't do the Thursday, basically. Get over it, all right? So I'll see you on Friday to talk about Mandalorian Chapter 19. But today, we're talking about the Mandalorian Chapter 18, the Mines of Mandalore. And I keep wanting to say Mines of Moria. Definitely got some vibes, Moria-like vibes from this chapter, which we will talk about. Spoilers and all, everybody. It's happening. But first of all, a few quick hellos. If you're watching on the replay, aka in the future, hello to you. Hope you're doing good. And in the live chat, I can see Chad. I don't know what Chad's talking about because that's the first comment. It's as if he's responding to something that isn't there. Chad, are you okay? We also have Peter. Yeah, late stream, mate. I've already explained. So hopefully the confusion is over. Gaz Nottingham, hope you're doing well. Leona Paradroid Girl, Jane Flakes, Chris from Explaining Computers, hope you're doing good. And condolences again to you. I saw your comment about the previous stream. Anders Lay, hope you're doing well, my friend. Also, the Monkey Legend, hello to you. And Caleb's here also. Hello, Caleb. Hope all is well, my friend. And Chad, okay, he's had his weird moment. Now he's back to what he should be doing, trying to keep us to time. Chad, the stopwatch Campbell. By the way, I will be recording another batch of Bad Batch reviews with Chad, I think on Tuesday. We're doing it. So we're gonna pre-record it, but I'm gonna release it as a premiere, which means the live chat will be there, so we can chat together in the live chat about the Bad Batch, the chat batch. But we will catch up on the episodes that have been out since we last did a Bad Batch chat. So yeah, look for that probably Wednesday, because I think I'll be releasing another video on Tuesday. Who else? Daniel Spartan, hope you're doing well. Chad. So Chad says it was a joke someone had posted that I was responding. Okay, that's gone. I think maybe if things are posted too early, it disappears after a while, I guess. Daniel Spartan says it was his post, a joke. I missed it. Anyway, hope you're all good. Before we get into the Mandalorian Chapter 18, it's not really an announcement because it's already been announced, but some of you definitely know because you pointed me in the direction of this. So for the last few weeks on these streams, whether it be for the Bad Batch or for Mando, some of you have asked about Star Wars Celebration Europe, which is in London, whether I'll be going, what I'll be doing, if I am going, etc. I've known about this for a little while, but I was obviously not in a position to talk about it, as you'll find out in a moment. But then I got a few messages on social media during the week that basically congratulating me. And I was like, what have I done? I've just got out of bed, which is an achievement in its own, I know. And then I realized that it has been officially announced that I will be at Star Wars Celebration, and I will be part of the official Star Wars show live hosting team. Star Wars Celebration Live Europe 2023. So this is on starwars.com. It's talking about, they announced the full panels, and then there's a bit about the live coverage, which will be streaming on YouTube. And it says, and for fans at home, The return of Star Wars Celebration live from London means you can catch colourful commentaries, surprise celebrity interviews, and exclusive interviews on the live stream with your hosts, Anthony Carboni, Christina Ariel, Christine Biver, and who's that guy? Jamie Strange Room? Stangroom, I'll have you know. So, yeah, I will be there. And this is probably the only time my mum has read the official Star Wars website. I sent her a link, and she very much enjoyed it because it does confirm that I am also not just attending, I am coming home back to the UK. So, yeah, thank you for everybody who pointed that out to me and wishing congratulations and all that. It's cool. Right. So we will talk about the Mandalorian chapter 18. The internet seems good. Storm's brewing, Annie. You better go home quick. There is a storm brewing here in Mexico City, and I was having some internet trouble before coming live, but we seem to be settled, so that's good. So Mando chapter 18, the Mines of Mandalore. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. Definitely improvement on last week. And I'm really looking forward to catching up on the Bad Batch tonight and tomorrow, because I am seeing that people seem to be, from what I'm seeing, some people anyway, seem to be enjoying the recent episodes of the Bad Batch more than what we've had from Mando so far. But I think what was interesting about this episode, and therefore season so far, obviously very early, is that they're kind of going straight into what we thought the season would be about, the return to Mandalore. We're there, he's returned, rather than like building up to it, hitting it mid-season or later or whatever. So that kind of leaves me wondering in a good way what else is to come. And yeah, this episode, far more than last week, got me excited for what's to come next, particularly with that final Mythosaurus tease. That was pretty cool. I still think we've got some gears to move up. I don't like wearing these glasses. You're gonna have to put up with the panda eyes. I still think we've got some gears to move up. Like, they're still setting the table a little bit. And yeah, again, it's going to be interesting to see where this all goes now, because we've kind of already gone to where I thought we were going to, and we're only 2 episodes in, and the show continues to look great, and that's despite being predominantly shot on or in the volume. And I kind of wondered how, I think Mando's always looked great, but since Mando, a little bit with the Book of Boba Fett, a lot with Kenobi, for me, and I know for many others, the volume has started to take its toll on the old eyes, panda eyes, in terms of looking a bit tired, a little bit limited. But this looks great. This still looks great. I don't know if anything's changed, maybe not. But the scale certainly feels big, which it didn't at times in Kenobi. This was also a really good episode for Grogu. He was much more of a character in this episode, rather than just being cute in the background or on the sidelines like last week, which, by the way, I'm also all for, so don't at me. I'm all for that as well. But here we see him protecting Din, which isn't a first. We have seen that before. But I don't know. It kind of feels like now it's becoming more of an equal partnership. An equal partnership is brewing compared to the past. And yeah, so we see Grogu going to Bo to help rescue Din from the weird cyborg monster thing, which I thought was an amazing design. And I know some people got some Grievous vibes from it as well. I saw on online, and I can feel those vibes as well. So yeah, a good episode. I don't think we're quite back at peak Mando yet. Maybe quite a way off that. But as I said before, it feels to me like things are still being set up. There was some quite frustrating setups that had to be done last week. Frustrating if you watched the Book of Boba Fett. But yeah, on the other hand, we're already in the thick of what is probably the main storyline of this season, Mandalore. At least we thought it was. So that's great. We're in it. And again, it does make the prospect of what's to come for the rest of the season very, exciting. But what is more exciting is I found 2 of the 3 clips that David Milano made for Mando season 2. And you remember there was some debate. We agreed it was Mando for not liking an episode, Mando for liking an episode. We weren't sure about what was in the middle. And I know some of you said Man So. It turns out it was oh yeah, baby. I can't find Mando, but I won't give my score yet, but I am going to give this episode a...
How was it?
Wizard.
Mando. Hopefully I won't need to use the Mando, but I would like to find the clip anyway to honor Dave Milano's work. So anyway, I'm coming over to the chat to see what you guys thought of the Mandalorian chapter 18. Right. Jane Flakes, it was also announced on the Star Wars show. Yeah, Jane, you told me that, didn't you? And I need to watch it properly, but I know they used a clip of me with my very old hair because I did do a one-day reporting gig with them for Star Wars Celebration Europe 2016, and obviously had me old hair back then. But yeah, what a lovely pic of you when you had huge hair. I don't know. No, I'm feeling a bit of cringe when I see that now, to be honest. No, they're the glory days. We should look back on them lovingly. Gaz Nottingham says, this is in relation to my Star Wars Celebration thing. I didn't read the website article. I saw it announced on the YouTube Star Wars show. Congratulations again, Jamie. Thank you very much, mate. Also, Anders said, congrats. Thank you. And thank you to Peter. As well, and yes, I am. I've paid the bill. I'm paying for StreamYard again, everybody. So we'll have the chat batch branding on Chad next time we do that on Tuesday. The Monkey Legend says, I think chapter 18 was better than some Book of Boba Fett episodes. Absolutely, man. For me, not better than the 2 Mandalorian episodes in the Book of Boba Fett. I think those 2 episodes were up there with some of the best Mandalorian. Those 2 episodes. But yeah, no, this was I would agree. And yeah, Powder Girl says it was blatantly set in the volume, and it definitely was. I've seen some behind the scenes clips, pictures. Jane Flakes, Grogu is growing up, bless him. Are we going to hear him speak? I feel like we're getting close to it. There was did he say his first words, or was it just another noise? Peter, stop milking Grogu, please. Stop doing this, Peter. Don't start that terrible hashtag again, please. It brings very, very strange visions into my head that I don't need. Nobody needs. I don't think. Oh, Padua Girl said filmed. She meant filmed, not blatantly, which makes more sense. But yeah, no, it definitely was. Caleb, in terms of the weird alien cyborg type thing, says, I get the Grievous comparison, but I thought more of the stop motion work of Phil Tippett. Yeah. See that too. Jane Flakes says, I'm still hoping that the main theme of the season is going to be Mando realizing that his lot are a mad load of cultists. Yeah, that could be where we're headed now. That would make sense. And obviously he's now spending more time with Bo, it would seem, after their kind of cold departure in the last chapter. This one, they're warming to each other. The Monkey Legend says, I heard that Grogu will start talking soon. Wonder if he will talk like Yoda. I suppose he doesn't necessarily have to. By the way, if you haven't watched part 2 of my interview with Frank Oz, I did ask him if he would like to voice Grogu. A stupid question, really, but he's not really bothered. But you can go and watch that if you wanna after this stream. I suppose, it doesn't really have to, because Yaddle did not in was it Tales of the Jedi more recently. So there's that. Caleb asks, have I ever had to use Mand? No, I think only in setting up the options. I don't think I've ever given a no to an episode. Definitely done a fair few so-sos in the past. Gaz Nottingham says, I like to change up with Bo-Katan showing Din the way. Nice to see how Mando has a lot to learn, but by the end, so does Bo. Daniel says, too much build up to be over too quickly. For me, it's not over though, Daniel. It's not over. I'll be back on Wednesday. Chad Campbell says, I think the biggest twist will be when episodes 5 and 6 are just Book of Boba Fett episodes. Well, there were rumors, or are rumors, that Boba will, spoiler, too late, Boba will show up in this, which you'd kind of expect, wouldn't you, really? So who knows? I hope we don't go down that weird path. Dave McKay is here. Hope you're doing well, David. I forgive you for your lack of punctuality, your tardiness, some might say, but you are forgiven. You may remain here on the stream. James Blake says, I'm still of the opinion that the Book of Boba Fett was just a chapter in the larger Mando story. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. Caleb said, no, that's to Peter. Power Droid Girl suggests that there are rumors out there that the next episode might be over an hour long. That would seem not very Mando-like, but hey, I'd take it. I would absolutely take it. Peter, you and your dirty mind, keep it to yourself, please. Gaz Nottingham's prediction for Grogu's first words may well be the way. I hope it's something, profound like that, not something silly. Mr. Galvan, hope you're doing well. I liked that character. Oh, okay, I've got the name now. Gorian Shard. Yeah, the what did we call him last week? Captain Mossface or something. I think they'll make a reappearance. I think they will make a reappearance. But yeah, that was a really fun, goofy, fun character. There was a lot of weirdness, good Star Wars weirdness in that first chapter. And yeah, the pirate leader was definitely the front man of that band, that rabble of weirdness. Right. Yeah, James Flates confirms that Yaddle speaks or spoke normally. So yeah, I don't think Grogu has to speak like Yoda. Therefore, thanks, Cody. I think when Mando takes a poop in his suit, it will look like your face. You mean my sunburnt face? I hope you don't mean just generally. But yeah, at the moment, I can put the glasses back on. You can go back on to hide the panda eyes. But yeah, it's only the face. I did remember to put sunscreen on the rest of the bard, but not the face. Just thought the sun respected my face too much, but turns out I was wrong. Jason in Melbourne's here. Very much in the future over in Melbourne. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, okay, that was it. Pelly, yeah, was making it that he said her name as a joke for his first words in terms of Grogu. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, Captain Seaweed Face. That's what we said. Seaweed Face. Captain Seaweed Face last week. Yeah, so let's get ratings in for chapter 18. It was chapter 18, wasn't it? Yeah, chapter 18, The Mines of Mandalore. I'm going to give mine. So last week I gave a 7.5. I'm going to give this a 7.8. Everybody, what would you give The Mandalorian chapter 18, The Mines of Mandalore? Let me know in the chat and I will come over to it now. I'll just do a hello to Oppo, of which you're still on my to-do list in terms of getting back to you on that email. I'm having a good week. Thanks, man. I got a bit sunburnt, as you can see. I hope you're having a good week. Thank you for watching the stream with Ross. Yeah, that was this time last week, wasn't it? Ross Beedman, who played Saw's band name, anagram of his actual name. And yeah, we streamed last week. So great to have you here, Oppo, live. Monkey Legends going. Won't be live for much longer, Monkey Legends. Drop your score in before you go if you can. Gaz Nottingham says, I thought it was weird how Pelly asked Din if he was on Tatooine to take out Boba Fett. Anyone else catch that? I did hear her ask that. Yeah. What's he up to there? There's definitely going to be more Boba references, if not an appearance at some point. Daniel Spartan gives the chapter a 6.5 and an apology. You don't have to apologize, man. It's above average, 6.5. 5 being average, of course. Dave McKay is even lower with a 6 out of 10. We got an 8.5 from Anders. We got an 8 out of 10 from Oppo. Dr. Mad Studios giving it 9 out of 10 golden nuggets. And we got Jane, who has our own system, of course, 9.5 out of 12 for The Mandalorian chapter 18. Greetings from Merseyside. I hope all is well on Merseyside. Are you on the red side or the blue side? Chad's leaving. Well, who knows how long this stream will go on for now, Chad. He's giving it an 8. I think he's going to be giving higher scores for the recent Bad Batch episodes, which we'll find out next week when we do a catch-up about Mando. Gaz Nottingham, 8.75 out of 10. Padua Girl, 8 out of 10. Lots of Mando lore, and I enjoyed it. Dawn gives it an 8.5. That's Dawn Gladaman. 8.5 out of 10. Meanwhile, Mr. Gavan gives it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Really like that weird one-eyed alien droid thing. Yeah, I enjoyed that too. Really interesting design. It's a 7.5 from the Monkey Legend, who was able to drop the score in before having to depart the stream. Jason in Melbourne, in the future, 8.5. Very good to finally see Mandalore, and you're going to see more, I suspect, Jason. So we're overall getting some pretty... oh, no, I've just seen Peter's score. But I was going to say we're overall getting some pretty high scores. An 8 out of 10 for Caleb. From Caleb and Chris from Explaining Computers. Decent episode, 7 out of 10. Looked great. Got us somewhere, but the script I think would have been better with Din, Bo, and Grogu all going to Mandalore together. Chris, I don't think I got your score on the last chapter. So if you've got time, drop that in. But a 7 for chapter 18 from Chris. And here we go. It's a 5, which is average. It's average. From Peter. It was incoherent, a bit like me. Can they turn on the lights? Grogu leaves his cradle on Mandalore, Bo-Katan, and the black lightsaber, dark saber. Really? Pog soup? I thought he said porg soup at first. I heard some complaints that the episode was too dark, but personally, I didn't have that issue. Personally. Gaz Nottingham, 7.91 out of 10. Didn't I do your score earlier, Gaz? Have you changed your score? Yeah, you did 8.75. Anyway, Dr. Man Studio is not revealing the side. I still have no side, only my own. I've never been into sports. I even used to try and avoid sports day back in school. Fair enough, man. Yeah, that was a little bit grating, but maybe she's still up to something, although she had plenty of chances to put whatever she's up to into action in this chapter. Padua Girl says, one thing, Bo, let's get rid of Din once and for all. Also, Bo, we must rescue him immediately. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That was a little bit odd, but hey, who knows? It might make more sense as things go on. Oh, you were translating. Okay, I don't know what's going on anymore. But anyway, Chris gave, I think he gave the last chapter 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. I think, this is Jane's system. Gaz, you must know Jane's system by now. I shouldn't get involved in other people's conversations. Gaz and Jane, continue without me. Jamie is a 5. Jamie a 5 is bad, just not really bad. No, man, 5's average. We talked about this before. 5 is average. It's in the middle, man. Mr. Galvin asks, why is Bo-Katan always sitting lately doing absolutely nothing? Does she not get bored? No, she loves sitting there doing nothing, moping, it seems, until little Grogu arrives, and then she springs into action. But yeah, I think we're there. Dr. Man Studio's off now. See you later. Thank you for joining the stream. And I think I'm all up to date with the scores. I think I've got everybody's score in there. I can't help you with this, Daniel Spartan. I still don't understand how R4 was able to exit the M1 with that third engine being in the way. Thank you, David. Yeah, I mentioned it at the start. It was quite funny because obviously I've known for a little while, but haven't really told anybody. And then this week, some point this week, got a load of messages on Instagram and Discord congratulating me for something. And just got out of bed, had my breakfast, don't know what I've done, particularly spectacular so far this day. The day is still young, of course. And then it turned out, it had been announced that I will be part of the official hosting team for Star Wars Celebration in terms of the Star Wars Celebration live stream on YouTube. So if you weren't here earlier, there it is. There I am. So yeah, I will be there. So those of you who asked me, and if anyone here is going to be there and you see, I don't know my schedule yet at all, but if you see me, come and say hello for sure. Yeah, it'd be cool to put some faces to the YouTube names. Also, I kind of hope, well, I definitely hope that my sunburn will have eased off by then. Not going to be a good look as things stand. But anyway, thank you, Jason. Thank you very, very, very much. And thank you, David, also. So I think we're good. I think we're going to do this in under 30 minutes, which is incredible. And Chad isn't even here. So we don't need him. We do not need him. Yeah, any final comments, scores for the Mandalorian episode 18, chapter 18? Last chance to put them in the chat. Gaz Nottingham will be there at Star Wars Celebration on the Friday. Well, I will be there too, my friends. So, yeah, if you see me, definitely please do come over. And yeah, I hope to see you there. I don't know my I don't know what I'll be doing yet exactly. I don't know my schedule, like I said, but I imagine like last time I was like the roving reporter, so I imagine I'll be doing that or some of that again. So I'll be on the floor quite a lot, I guess. So hopefully not lying on it. So yeah, if you do see me lying on it, pick me up. If you don't, if I'm standing there normally, come and say hello. Anyway, yeah, it is late in Europe, isn't it? What is it in the UK? 10 p.m. So mainland Central Europe is 11 p.m. now. Yeah, Peter, thank you very much. Maybe it's because you're tired that you gave it such a low score. Sorry, average score. Maybe you'll think differently tomorrow. Mr. Gavin says, last episode of the Bad Batch was pretty great in my opinion. It's getting quite dark. Will you be covering it soon? Yeah, so we covered, I did it with Chad actually. And we did 2 streams covering 1 to 4, 4 to 8. And I've actually got to catch up on all those episodes since, which I'm going to be doing a little bit tonight and also tomorrow. And I'll be pre-recording with Chad on Tuesday. And I'll probably put it live on Wednesday because I've got another video planned for Tuesday. Lightspeed tonight. And yeah, I'm going to do it as the premiere, YouTube premiere thing, which means even though we're not going to be, me and Chad won't be live, the chat will be live and I'll also be in the chat too. And maybe Chad will. I don't know. You ask him. So yeah, we'll be covering more of it. So look out for that on Wednesday. Final comments here. Is this the joke from earlier, Daniel? I know a Sith Lord who sells flowers during spring. His name is Darth Adolis. I can't even say that, but yeah, very good. That's what Chad enjoyed earlier, is it? And YouTube removed it. YouTube didn't appreciate your joke. Actually, I think when you leave comments too quickly after the stream is like scheduled, I think they do get removed eventually. Jane Flakes, I've super glued my fingers making evil things. So slow typing today. Jane, I love seeing what you create on your Instagram. It's really amazing. Some of that stuff, all of that stuff, of course. Jason in Melbourne, in the voice of Chancellor Palpatine. I'll be watching out for your presentations with great interest. That was not the voice of Chancellor Palpatine, not at all, but it was my best attempt. Dave McKay also says the last 2 Bad Batch eps have been really good. Yeah, I keep hearing that. I'm hearing, a lot of people seem to have enjoyed the last couple of Bad Batch episodes more than what we've had so far from The Mandalorian. That's cool because it was a very mixed bag of a thing for me, but I'm only up to episode 8. But I'll be catching up and revealing my thoughts. Daffodils, they're not my thoughts. Daniel Spartan, sorry. Yeah, so I'll be revealing my thoughts on the Bad Batch. Wow, if Peter thinks it was pretty decent, yeah, it must be great. I'm looking forward to that. Right. I think that's it. So I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. And you know what you got to do. If you're new here, you got to start waving because it's like this awkward lag, right? I press end broadcast. Nothing happens. We're still live and I'm sat here and you're sat there. So we have to fill the time and we just do it by waving now. So let's start the waving. I'm about to hit end broadcast, but thank you everybody for joining. And as I mentioned, if you missed at the start, the next chapter will be covered on Friday next week on a live stream on Friday, because I can't do the Thursday. I'm not even hitting broadcast yet, but I'm still waving, and I can see quite a lot of you are waving. Yeah, smash that like button, baby. And I'm now hitting the end broadcast button. It has been hit, so keep waving.